Priya, and this is my sign name.
My name is Mohan. I don't really have a sign name. Priya prompting Mohan. So people use the M handshake to call me.
My name is Satya, and I don't have a sign name.
I actually was in a deaf school till class 12th. Some of us used signs and gestures, but the school supported oral methods and forced us to use speech. I used basic signs which I knew from a region in southern India. However, after school, I totally went the hearing way. I studied in mainstream college, which was fully hearing environment, and so was my family. I hardly met deaf people. My signing skills diminished. I communicated via natural gestures and some speech. When I married Mohan, I realized that we had similar linguistic backgrounds. Both of us were not fluent signers. Some of my friends in Mumbai used American Sign Language. I started picking up ASL from them. And then I started using ASL. I thought ISL was not used throughout India. During my visit to the United States, I went to Gallaudet University. I met Bilal and Aarti. They encouraged me to embrace Indian Sign Language. I assumed that the grammar is supposed to be the same. I now understand this better. ISL is different from ASL or other sign languages because it is connected to the Indian culture. I thought learning ISL would hinder my English development, which is not the case. I realized my mistakes and also decided that I must learn ISL. ASL is based on American culture. Our conversations helped me a lot. Now that I've started teaching, I'm amazed to see the signing skills of my students. Sometimes I feel ashamed of my own lack of fluency and I question myself why I relied on speech for so long, ignoring sign language. I definitely need to learn more. I try to teach my son, but he still prefers to use the same basic home signs. It is really embarrassing. I'm lucky to have this teaching position. My signing is getting better, and I think I now will stick with ISL. ASL has its benefits, example when you meet deaf people from around the world. But honestly, I really want to learn ISL in depth.
I went to a deaf school until class 4. This institution was strictly oral. Sign language, which I'm sure you know, comes naturally to deaf people. But in this school, signs were forbidden. Each time we tried to sign, the authorities intervened and stopped us. There would be teachers who would slap our hands, shaking their finger, gesturing to us, don't sign, don't sign. I was only a child back then, and many times when I would try to sign with my deaf friends, immediately there would be someone stopping, ordering us to fold our arms. I remember this influenced me a lot growing up. Sign language was associated with the warnings in school, don't sign. I thought I should only use speech. Although, I still tended to sign with my group of deaf friends. In that group, it was not possible to keep my hands folded, mouthing words. Whereas, with hearing people, I would use speech. So, for such a long time, I always thought that I should not sign. One day, I went to a bookshop and picked up a book about deaf babies. We can see it here. Mohan mouthing the words seeing voices. This book really changed my thinking. I realized how critical sign language is for deaf children to learn and develop language. It is the foundation for communication, first with the family, then with friends, and so on for life. For deaf children, the lack of sign language cuts them off from their families. This book opened my eyes. Since then, I remain a strong supporter of sign language, especially due to its significance for deaf babies.
I think it is very important for me to learn sign language. In India, all families will have a particular mother tongue. Which could be Tamil or Hindi, etc. For us, it is sign language, and that is why maybe I think it is important for me to learn it. Hearing kids can just scream for their mothers if they need help with something. But I can't do that with my mother. I have to walk up to her, tap her, and sign come. I feel because I'm born as, what is it? Finger spells CODA and Priya shows the ISL. Yeah, being a CODA, I feel that I'm different. I'm happy to be a CODA as I get to learn so much. If I was born to hearing parents, maybe I would have lesser empathy and patience. So I feel I've learned a lot.